Our next group will share how they have enabled local people to manage a life-threatening condition. To tell us more, here's the Wairoa Dialysis Society, representing the Wairoa District.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Les Probert and I'm the Mayor of the Wairoa District. I'm really just a figurehead here. I haven't done any work at all, so any applaud needs to go to the two gentlemen behind me. The District of Wairoa has a large area with a small but widespread population. That has at times long distances to travel for medical treatment. This project helps to alleviate that problem. It's a small project with significant effects on people's lives. I was thinking how to describe this project, and I recall Peter Snell once wrote a book. Didn't have a title for it, so he said to a friend, "What should the title be?" And the friend said, "Has it any bugles in it?" "No." "Has it any drums in it?" "No." "We'll call it No Bugles, No Drums." And so this, I'm presenting to you the Wairoa Dialysis Society, no bugles, no drums, but with great effect. So I introduce you to Gordon Preston and Trevor Lyle. Thank you very much.
Thank you. My name's Trevor Lyle. We're here representing the Wairoa Dialysis Society. Wairoa, a beautiful town in northern Hawke's Bay, one of the remote towns in New Zealand. 4,500 people in a large farming area, and about that many people out in the rural community as well. The uniqueness of it is it's about 65% Maori population. Dialysis is a treatment required for people who've got kidney failure. And it's something that we don't hear very much about, but it's out there. Statistics tell us there's a very high incidence of that in the Maori community. And dialysis involves people being connected to a machine, and the machine basically filters their blood and takes the toxins out. And they have to do that normally 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. The problem is the machines require very special facilities, and probably the main facility is they require about 700 litres of water for each treatment. Now, if people are in town or in cities, they can get one of these machines. If people have the problem, they can have it set up in their home and they can get the treatment. You've got a town water supply plugged in. Most rural communities rely on tank water, and if you think about 3 treatments a week at 700 litres, you're talking 2,000 litres a week. It's just not possible. And you've also got to have the wastewater facilities to get rid of the material as well. So we set about setting up Te Arahia. Gordon.
Hello. Te Arahia is a lovely little house on the riverbank in Wairoa, and basically it's, Bev Dool said last night, it's a wee bit like carpooling, isn't it? And it is that. It's like a whole bunch of people who need dialysis actually getting a flat together and using it. Now I want to introduce you to, oh sorry, wrong way, to our friend Kathy Waiwai here, and Kathy would love to be here today, but you can see she's in a pretty bad way there. That's in Hastings Hospital. Kathy, her kidneys failed maybe 10 years ago, and for her, she was living in Tuai, which is around about an hour out of Wairoa, so she had a 3-hour trip to Hastings, 6 or 7 hours on the machine, do a bit of shopping, see a friend or so, and then get home after tea 3 days a week. That got too much on her and her family, the travelling, her husband, the rest of the whānau who needed to take her to hospital. And Kathy and Harry have to rent a house in Hastings so that she can have her treatment. You can imagine what happens there too. She's got 2 households to run, you know, the kids are mucking up at home sort of thing, and she's worried, you know, 200 kilometres away, double power, double rent, all of that sort of thing. And so she was the one that realised that another friend of ours had actually rented a house in Wairoa so that she could have her dialysis closer home. So a group of patients, they actually said, well, why can't we just rent a house and, have this service for ourselves? And so that's what we did. And after a bit of toing and throwing with the DHB, we got to the stage where they agreed to provide the machinery and the consumables, but we had to provide the house. Now, another one of our patients, if you like, is Piko here, and that's him in the room that we've got set up with 2 machines at the moment, but it will take 3. And with Piko, he actually had his own machine at home, but their home had become a clinic. When he wanted to do his treatment during the night, his wife had to go out and sleep on the couch. And so now he's able to come to the house and do his treatment. And in fact, Piko and his wife Rachel, they're like the live-in managers of our house.
We were presented with a challenge. We thought, well, okay, this is something the DHB should be doing. That's what they're for. They had grand plans to do all sorts of other things and told us that it would be at least 10 years before anything like this could be set up in an outlying area. And then we'd have to get in the queue. So we thought, I suppose to be frank, bugger it, let's do it. So a group of us, 40 or 50 of us, got together and we set about doing it. We formed a society, that's easy enough to do. We found a suitable house. You saw it there before. And we found an investor. We're ready to set up the service and we're ready to go. Then we went back and talked to the DHB. We had to have the money together and so on. The investor that we've got is a local guy who's living overseas, bought the house, and he is prepared to sell it to us if we need it later on. So that's the service.
Okay, well, I just heard the bell then, so I've got to hurry. Okay. Well, of course, volunteers have made this whole thing happen, all right? Even the DHB staff who came, they volunteered information so we could get in and do it. But we've got those who organised the meetings and the venues, those who put their hands up to become members so we could register. These are the Bank of New Zealand girls on their work day at our house. Kia Hire provided all of the marquees and what have you on our opening day. The local solicitor did all the legal work pro bono, and it just goes on and on and on. So what we would like to say is, we too want to congratulate TrustPower actually on recognising that so much can be done by communities for themselves, and thank you for this experience. We'd also like to say that for all of you out there who know of people who have got this condition and would like to know about our service, we're only a phone call away. Thank you.